Hello, I am Mrs. Archana Shrikant Kadam, HOD, BC Department, Kishanvir Mahavidyalaya, Vai. Today we are going to learn about why Linux. That means why Linux is so popular in market today. So let's start the topic. So these are the reasons why Linux is so popular today. So first thing, Linux is free. It's free operating system. Free means if you are going to take a Windows operating system, then Windows operating system is not free today, because Windows operating system we have to pay the licensing costs. Like that way for Mac operating system also we have to pay licensing costs, but for Linux there is no necessity to pay any licensing costs. So any Linux distribution is free today. We can freely install it in our computer. Next is, it is open source software. It is open source software as its code is available under general public license. We can download it and install it in our computer. So it is free on internet and we can install it freely, and its code is also open source. We can add our new code in it. Then there is its security. It is more secure operating system than any operating system in market today. So actually the Azure, Microsoft Azure, it uses Linux operating system as for it. Then Google servers are using the Linux operating system. Amazon cloud systems, in that also the Linux operating system is used. Next, its stability. Linux is more reliable and stable operating system as compared to other operating system. It doesn't mean that it doesn't get many crashes. That means it doesn't get suddenly crash. So it is reliable operating system. Okay, you can rely on it that it will not crash. It has too low crashes. Next, it is easy to maintain. So the next thing about Linux, which is the best thing, that it is easy to maintain, because for maintenance of other systems we have to change according to hardware, we have to change the things, but the Linux distros which are available in market, they are not dependent on particular hardware, and new updates are coming, and for maintenance it is very easy. There is strong community with Linux which will help you to maintain its new upgrades. Next, we will see that runs on any hardware. So what it is, again I have said, the any hardware is, on any hardware we can run Linux. There is no restriction. Okay, it requires too low space. Okay, like for Mac OS or for Apple's computer, you have to purchase Apple computers. Here there is no necessity to purchase a particular hardware to run Linux. This is one of the thing. Next, it is, you can say, easy to use. So it is easy to use. Next, it is easy to use. That means you can easily use it. Okay. So it means before today's era we are using Linux, but it was very clumsy because it is a command line operating system. But now there are different desktops available. The new distros like Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu Linux, they comes with varied desktops. Like Windows, how it is easy to use, it is graphical user interface. Now Linux also comes with the graphical user interface, and easily we can access it, we can create folders, we can access desktop, and so it is easy to use today. Then it is customizable. Okay, so the thing it is customizable means different Linux distributions are there, and you can customize according to your need the Linux operating system. Okay. Next, it is easy to install. So next, it is easy to install. Now it is installed on any hardware. It requires very low space to install. Okay, you can install it only on 128 MB RAM or 128 MB hard disk. It requires too low space, so it is easy to install. Okay, next it is has a strong community. If there are any problems in Linux, there is a Linux operating system lovers who are developing different codes, and they will help you to overcome these problems. Okay, so there is a strong community. There are number of users who will help you to overcome your problem. Okay, next we have to see the thing is the tons of applications are there. So what it is? The tons of applications are there. So the free software applications, like for Windows we are using Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So here it is, we can use LibreOffice. Okay, so LibreOffice is used here, and it is free. So many softwares, it runs many softwares that are useful to you. So tons of applications can run on Linux. That is one of the strength of it today. Then it is lightweight. Again I have said it is customizable according to you. It is customizable. It runs on servers. It runs on desktop computers. It runs on embedded systems, and it is a lightweight operating system. That means you can install its virtual box on your computer and run it. Okay, so and as said, it requires too low memory, like 128 MB RAM or 128 MB hard disk on it. Also it runs because a small kernel part is installed, and with it can run on it. So it is lightweight. Next, it is consistent updates. Accordingly, the hardware updates are there. Like way the Linux distributions like Ubuntu, Red Hat and other distributions gives consistent updates. So you don't have to care about updates. Heavily documented, as there is a strong community. They documented many procedures of Linux here. The cloud runs on Linux, means the thing you can say for cloud computing or for cloud, they prefer the Linux operating system. I said Microsoft Azure actually uses Linux operating system instead of Windows operating system. Okay, so like this it is so easily maintained and easily developed operating system. Next, it is we are having the better hardware support for it. So better hardware support means the available market hardware, it support we can get the hardware support from the community to how to install on different hardwares. Okay, so I have said it is a server operating system, it has a desktop applications, it has a embedded systems, it is a programming also. So you can have a better hardware support on different hardwares it runs. Then it is built for development. Major thing, it is always free and open source. It is built for development. So programmer can satisfy their programming knowledge by developing the operating system. Next, it is lots of choices available, as there are number of thousand, you can say number of Linux distributions, lots of choices available for you to install them. Like you can say Ubuntu Linux, Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux. These are the different distributions. Now there are, you can say the Kali Linux is there, which is used. So this is, you can say, lots of choices available. Next, it is a freedom. That means you are free that this much of hardware use you require, or that much of hardware you require, or this much of licensing cost you require. So there is no any cost, it is cost effective. So freedom of use. Linux is everywhere today, as because of these advantages today many developers, many users actually prefer Linux for their use. Okay, so we have seen why the Linux is getting popular today. So thank you very much.